Everyone. Today I'm going to tell you how Joyned changes the way travelers book their trips worldwide, turning OTAs into organic growth engines. But first, recap. So since our presentation at Phocuswright 3 years ago, we managed to grow our user reach from 5 million to over 40 million, from 30,000 converted users to 700,000 converted users. Our virality rate went up to 25%, and we have impacted dozens of websites' bottom line profit by an average of 10%. Travel is social. So today, about 80% of world travel is done together. However, while travel is social, most of the travel websites today are solo. That means that when your users get to your website, the majority of them want to communicate with their friends, but they don't have any easy way of doing that. So you're probably thinking traditional channels. The thing is, traditional communication channels, social media, search platforms, are actually dropping in performance. So since Apple's privacy policy update about a year ago, the performance for these platforms went down dramatically. So we have a problem here, which is most of your users want to have their friends in sight on your website while making a booking. And on the other hand, traditional social media channels, traditional search channels, are actually not providing the right performance. So why don't we just take the traditional channels, put them on your website, and let your users communicate with traditional channels on your website? That's actually not that easy. So first thing, sharing the user's network with you, their user's network with you, is actually quite hard. That's actually illegal. So they can't do that. The second thing is, moving the communicational activity from the social media platform or from the search platform onto your website actually reduces ad revenue. And last but not least, there's no more third-party cookies. So it means that today, the overall performance of social and search traditional channels remain average low. And there we go. These are the average low performance. This is exactly where Joyned comes in. Joyned lets your users easily invite their friends over to your website, meet them on site, and have the whole booking flow together on your website with each other without leaving the website. So instead of the average 2% click-through rate from an ad, you can get to 90% click-through rate from a friend's invitation. Instead of the average conversion rate, you can get a 4x conversion rate on your baseline, and all of that with a higher average order value. Let's see how that works. All right. So once I go to an OTA website, next to each one of the booking buttons on site, I have the Plan with Friends button. Once I click that, it opens up inside the website my private collaborative platform. To this platform, I get an anonymous user. You see, I have an avatar. I don't need to log in. I don't need to download anything. Totally private, totally anonymous. Now, to this collaborative zone, I can add different items. I can open a group private chat, which is what you're seeing here. And on top of that, we have some crazy engagement features like chatbots and promoted items and multiple wish lists, but we're not going to get into that too much now. So let's go ahead and invite some friends. Click the Invite a Friend button, and I'm going to go ahead and add Ashley and Eddie to this collaborative experience. So Ashley just joined me, and I can start talking to her. Eddie's going to join us in a second. There we go. Now the three of us are on your website, on the OTA website, having a discussion which is fully collaborative, fully communicative. Each one of us can add items, take out items. We can shortlist our offerings, and we can get to a decision really, really fast. Now, from this unique insight experience, OTAs are getting a first-of-its-kind channel of data. which is now totally encrypted, PII-free, but gives you a whole new world of data and insights into your users' price perception, into your users' behavior, offering feedback, sentiment analysis, and many more items that you can get from that data channel. So with a very fast-growing network of both websites and users, Joyned is offering you a very unique competitive edge over other players in the industry. So if you're all frustrated with your current traditional channel performance, welcome to see us in our booth 33. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Let's see. Audience, would you join Joyned to plan your trips? A lot of people would.
Lots of greens. Lots of greens. Well done, Jonathan. Focus group. Amy, it's Amy every time.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm so skeptical.
You've seen a lot of pitches, Amy.
I've seen a lot of pitches. I apologize. There are others that are doing this in a slightly different way. It's not that it's a bad concept. I don't love this. As a consumer, I would not go and have a chat on an OTA website, let them see my kind of conversation, even encrypted. I just feel like that's super creepy. And I think there's just others that can probably do this better. So I'm not sure this is the right path forward for this collaboration type tool.
Steven?
I mean, it just seems like there's a lot of existing products. I mean, I give you a thumbs up, but I mean, there seems to be a lot of other products that people would normally use anyway, WhatsApp groups or Telegram groups or whatever, that maybe integrating that in rather than having a completely unique chat interface seems to make more sense. I don't know.
Terry?
I did this 20 years ago at Travelocity, way too early, right?
That's right.
Shop with a friend. But people loved it. So people do want to, they do travel together, they want to plan together. Kudos if you can pull it off. It's damn hard, but it needs to be done.
Tanya?
I totally agree. I think this, from a consumer point of view, if you can make it work and people feel safe with the data, I think it would be a great idea.
Anyone from the back row? KJ?
Yeah, my only thing is, why was there only 10% revenue growth with a skyrocketing user growth, which seemed a little odd? So
Why don't you touch with that one?
So first of all, yeah, that's a good point. That's the overall profit growth. So for our actual customers, and they're among us, they're walking here, you can talk to them. They see an overall profit increase of the overall website by an average of 10%, which for them is very, very profitable on a monthly basis. The other metric, the user metric, was more where we are today compared to 3 years ago. So we I think 20-folds or 30-folds, and this is just because of the growth of the company. David has a really good point, and I agree with that. And this is why we have chatbots that are actually opening WhatsApp groups to the groups, where they can go and come back to the website later and engage with further activities. I think to Amy's point, it's always a thing that is there. Needs to build. It's going to be a long way to build the user trust. I can't say that we completely cracked it, but we have users from the States, from Canada, from India, from Europe, from the Emirates, and we're seeing users really trusting really exciting to see them trusting our services and our platform. Yeah, so I hope that we can make that better.
Awesome. Thank you, Jonathan.
Thank you.